All right. Hello, fellow humans. I am apparently back. Uh, and yes, I have been alive all this time. I just haven't been posting regularly because, I just got busy with a lot of stuff. I've started going to college now, and I'm currently pursuing a degree, a BTech degree in computer science. So that's where most of my attention and focus has gone past few months. Has it been months or years? I don't really know. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll start streaming and slowly start making videos for you guys again. But of course, there will be a shift in theme because now I'm focusing on other things. Before it used to be much more like a Linux focused channel. I'll still be generally doing tech based stuff, and yeah, I've not committed any sacrilege. I'm still using Linux. I've not gone back to Windows and stuff. But yeah, there are some changes in the general direction of the content that you can expect on this channel. First rule, don't expect much. And second thing is, I think I'll just post whatever I feel is good, whatever I feel is fun, and basically share all that on my channel. So now that short intro is done, and then it's confirmed that I am alive, I thought, okay, so there's not much of a plan for this first video. Alright, so as I was saying, there's not really a plan for this first video. I thought I'll just go the current state of my setup, what I'm using, what operating system, what are the tools that I use on my day to day, and then I'll maybe end with a slight sneak peek into what I do nowadays and where my attention has been going and what I'm trying to improve about myself and stuff like that, just general stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, coming to the operating system that I'm running. So if I just quickly, I can't type. If I quickly run a NeoFetch here. So yeah, I have switched to Debian Bookworm. I've left the Ubuntu based distributions. After what happened at Red Hat and Fedora, and then I never really liked Canonical anyways, so I switched to Debian once Debian 12 Bookworm was released, because I was actually confident and I believed in Debian 12 Bookworm as well as a pretty good operating system to switch to, and mostly it's been fine. Sometimes I miss packages, like they're like older versions on Debian compared to more modern operating systems like Ubuntu and stuff, and to be honest, right now I don't see much of a difference because I use Flatpaks a lot. So Flatpaks are like completely separate. They get updated separately. So yeah, I don't really notice much of a difference. But then at the same time, you should not find it surprising if I switch to Ubuntu in a few days, months, or years, depending on whenever I have the time to do that. Because yeah, so basically what I'm trying to get at is I don't want to run my development software such as code editors, etc. As Flatpaks. I want to run them as native things. So that is a slight problem. It can be fixed by moving to Ubuntu, which I might move shortly. So okay, this is the current operating system. I have upgraded my laptop, so I'm true to the cult. I have joined the ThinkPad cult. I'm running a ThinkPad L470. It's old used ThinkPad that I bought and installed Linux on it. So it's like 8 gigs of RAM, some old i5, I don't know which generation also. Some old i5 it's running, and it's pretty fine. I mean, I don't game, I don't use Blender and stuff like that. So for my workload, it's like pretty okay. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty much stock. I have a few GNOME extensions, so I think the one that is most useful for me is this one, the workspace switcher. So I have this kind of like workspace switcher which numbers automatically. I can also add like fixed number of workspaces instead of automatic numbering. So yeah, both are available. So I guess that's just an intro to what operating system I'm running right now. So next up, it's pretty obvious if some of you might have seen it. I am running a new terminal, and that is Alacrity. I had much more plans about Alacrity to do something, with it, but honestly, it's just like a simple terminal emulator. Any terminal emulator is fine for me. I don't really see much of a difference. I themed it a little bit. I added like a color scheme, so I just stick to this because I like the look of it. But honestly, I can make any terminal emulator look like that. So for me, it's just a terminal emulator. But since I just spent some time on it, so I'm currently trying and getting the most of it by using Alacrity. And yeah, that's nothing much more to it. It's just a terminal emulator, I guess. Coming to the tools that I use on terminal emulators. Recently, I found one of the greatest tools is this thing, Tmux. So Tmux is a terminal multiplexer. I think it's in the name. If I was using some other thing, I would not be able to remember. Luckily, Tmux, it's a terminal multiplexer. So basically what Tmux does is it splits your terminal up into panes, and then you can shift between them and then run different things in different terminals. It basically split your terminals into 2 or 4 panes, etc., and then you can switch and you can adjust the layouts and stuff. So for example, Control B, and then so that gives you like a horizontal split, and then there is a lot of hotkeys for this. I myself am pretty rusty with most of them, so I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But yeah, it's pretty easy to use. You can learn it and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. I feel it's pretty nice. So basically, if I'm like let's say I'm building a website and I have to start running both the front end and the back end. So instead of running it in like 2 separate terminals and putting them in 2 different windows or workspaces, I'll just open Tmux, run front end on one terminal and back end on the other, and see both the consoles and what's happening and stuff like that. So yeah, that's mostly my basic use case for Tmux. Now, other tools that I use would include the basic random terminal utilities that I've tried. There's a terminal file manager called Ranger. So I like Ranger a lot, so that's okay, I guess. But yeah, nothing too special. Then there's CMUS or CMUS, I don't know how you pronounce Muse. I would say music. It's a music player, so CMUS sounds better to me. But anyways, so I have like a large collection of MP3 files that I'm trying to build. I tried to build. I've given up on that idea, gone back to music streaming again. But yeah, so it's basically just a terminal music player, and that's yeah, kind of cool, I guess. Okay, now let's get to the main piece of software, the piece of software that has made biggest difference in my life by utilizing, and that would be SyncThing, right? So if I just pull up my SyncThing web UI. So I sync everything, all my files now from my laptop to my phone peer-to-peer using SyncThing, and it's like so flawless, so effortless, never skip a beat. Whatever file you edit or add or change here, it reflects on the phone, and then likewise, it's like crazy good software. And I highly recommend everyone to ditch your Google Drives and clouds and stuff like that. Just get into this SyncThing thing. Nice. So just get into SyncThing, it's peer-to-peer, it is simple, easy. All you need to make sure is that your phone and your laptop are on the same network. For not always, whenever they need to sync and whenever you're accessing the folders from here to there or there to here to update and talk in between. Basically, for that to be achieved, your laptop and your phone need to be on the same Wi-Fi network or on the same network. So if you manage to do that, then I feel SyncThing is like extremely powerful tool. So for example, right now I sync a lot of them. I sync my whatever book PDFs I have. I sync all my college related files. Okay, Obsidian Vault, will come to that later. And I have other stuff that I sync. I sync my backgrounds, like desktop backgrounds. And I also sync my music. As I said, I was trying to build like an MP3 library and leave streaming. That didn't work out. But I used to sync those MP3 files as well, just directly through SyncThing from my phone and my PC. So SyncThing is a really powerful piece of software, and I'd highly recommend everyone to use it. In fact, there is a pretty good video about how to set it up and how to use it for beginners as well that I learned from. So I'll link that video as well in the description. Alright, so finally, the last piece of software that I extensively use daily is my code editor, and it's nothing fancy like NeoVim or something like that. I wish it was. I want to learn and get better by using NeoVim because it's honestly a pretty good tool, and if I figure out the shortcuts and if I set it up the way I want, I think it'll improve my efficiency a lot. but right now I just don't have the time for that kind of thing. So it's like pretty basic, pretty simple. I just use what is VS Code. So yeah, I just use VS Code, I guess. So most of my use case with VS Code is just web development, because that's mostly what I do. I basically just do web development these days, and that's basically what I'm learning as well. So yeah, it's okay. It just gets the job done. I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just fine, I guess. And I have some like themes and stuff that I cycle through. So for example, I don't know what this is. Okay, this is Node-Wave, and I actually like the Gruffbox themes a lot. It's like what do you say, a quiet taste. Some people like it, some people don't. I think I kind of like the Gruffbox kind of themes, whether it be in VS Code. I also have some other editors lying around. Like I think I have Sublime as well, and I've been trying this new editor as well. There's this new editor called Zed. So it's like a lightning speed, some code editor that's written in Rust, I believe. I think so, it is written in Rust, and it's available for Mac and recently for Linux. So I was trying that out. Not out yet for Windows. I mean, you can build it from source, but it's not available as a executable yet for Windows. So yeah, I'm trying that out. If I feel that's good or equal enough to VS Code, maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll make a video on it and stuff like that. So that brings me to the end of the showcase of all my tools and what I use on my day-to-day to do my work. I mean, it's like pretty basic stuff. Mostly what I do is code, and that too it's like mostly web development stuff. So a terminal and then a code editor, that's it, and I'm done. And most of the other stuff I just use my web browser, and my web browser has not changed. It is still Firefox. So yeah, those are what I use. That's the current state of my Linux system. I'm on Debian 12, and those are the tools that I use. So yeah. Alright, so now coming to where I have been these past few years. Let's go with years. Actually, you know what? I am not really sure. So let me be accurate for you guys. You know what? Let's just open up and see how long has it been. Okay. 11 months. It's not been years yet. Thank God. Okay. I mean, 2 years, 11 months. This is not really like a... You know what? I'll take that. It's been 11 months. So it's been almost a year. And where have I been this time? Well, first of all, I was busy with my college tasks. So yeah, I just became extremely busy with that. And honestly, I could do it. I just didn't, put the time and effort towards making videos these past few months. But what I have been doing is a lot of web development, a lot of building of websites. And if you just go to my profile and check out my repositories, of course, this project, the Do It. It's like what do you say? The Do It project is like to-do list app with like calming sounds and stuff like that. So that you all know. But there are, because I've made a video on that as well and I'll link it. But there are other things that I've worked on recently. So for example, my most recent polished application is this thing. It's called cozycalm.netlify.app. So that's the link, and then you can find the code on GitHub as well. So it's basically like, I don't know how many of you know the Linux app Blanket. So it's like a soundboard with like different sounds, where you can increase them, decrease them, and play them and stuff like that. And and you can also add custom audio. So basically you just paste a YouTube link here, and then you can run your own custom audio, and then you can play them and then pause them. So stuff like that. So basically you can adjust the volumes of these different things to create like an environment, create like a nice soundscape for you to sit and study in, or sit and get your work done and stuff like that. I tried a little bit of this in the Do It app, but those were just single sound where you have to where you can adjust the volume, and there's like a play pause. That's it. But here you can add multiple sounds together at the same time, and then adjust the volumes and create a soundscape that you like. So that is one of my recent projects. And then what else is there? There are many small things that I've worked on, and big things that I'm working on as well. So another thing would be this Wordle app. So I'm pretty sure many of you know the game Wordle. So I've made like my own version of Wordle, and to be honest, I felt Wordle was too difficult, so I made it easier by adding like more tiers. So like, let's say cakewalk, I get like 12 rows instead of the classic, let's say 6 rows. So if you select normal, you'll get 6 rows, and then there's a hard mode as well, so like only 4 rows, 4 guesses you get. So let's try and see if I can solve a cakewalk. So and of course there's dark mode. Why am I on light mode? Sorry. So let's just guess apple. Yeah, completely wrong. Okay, but there is a trick to this. Since I am recording, I don't want to play this game because I am very bad at it. Even though I made the game myself, I am very bad at playing it. But there is a trick here. You just go to the console and answer is a global variable, ANS. So just type ANS, sorry, it's just a variable, and then you get the answer. Photo, so just type photo and then guess, and you've guessed the word photo. Yay! So yeah, that is one more of my projects that I've worked on. So basically, yeah, that's where my time has been going. College, and then trying to learn web development and make simple projects like this and stuff like that. So yeah, what am I planning for this channel is that I'd like to do a lot of live streams. I don't know if it is possible for me logistically and time wise as well. I don't know if it's possible for me to have live streams, but I definitely like to do live streams, especially coding streams, because that will also help me as I'm building my projects and stuff like that, to share my thoughts and to almost stay motivated as well, I guess, because sometimes I just don't feel like coding some days and I don't do it. But if I start streaming my coding and stuff, I'll make it more interesting for myself and for you guys as well. So yeah, that is one plan. And another plan would be to showcase all the projects that I do. Not these ones, these are like simple basic stuff, but maybe more complex projects, and then have a walkthrough of the code so that I can talk through what I'm building, what I'm writing, what kind of code I'm writing. And then if I do it on stream as well, I just got the idea, if I do it on stream as well, I can also get like live feedback from the people if I'm writing a nice code, or if they have some doubts in the code, or if I am writing completely bullcrap code that should not be written. Any feedback is feedback. So yeah, that could be a nice direction for the channel. I'm not saying that I won't cover tech stuff. I'm not saying that I won't cover Linux stuff. I will be definitely covering them, but the frequency of videos will be less. The frequency of covering those topics will be less. I'll try to do more computer science related stuff, more programming related stuff, more cybersecurity related stuff. Basically, I'll try to make videos on whatever stuff that I'm learning right now, because at the end of the day, many people run a channel to make content and earn money out of it, or to make something that gets them popularity, views, fame, etc. But I don't think I've ever disclosed this in any of my videos, but the reason that I make videos is I find things fun, and whenever I find something fun, I like to share about it with other people, and that is why this channel exists. This entire channel is an outlet for doing whatever I feel is fun, and then sharing whatever I feel is fun with the entire world. So I don't care if people watch or people don't. I do care. I hope you're watching this, but even if you don't watch it, I'd still keep making videos. That is the message that I'm trying to deliver here. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. Key takeaways: I am alive. I will be making videos. The frequency will be less. I'll try my best to make some videos and stuff like that whenever something fun or interesting comes up. But mostly, if you don't find me active on my channel, go to my GitHub. My GitHub is like github.com/sskarthik. So hang on. Yeah, so this is my GitHub. Go to my GitHub and stalk me there. I'm like pretty active in the sense I'm like trying, at least nowadays, to constantly keep building stuff. So I'm pretty active there. And if you want to reach out to me, of course, just drop me a mail, or maybe an Instagram DM or something. Don't Twitter DM me. I'll remove all my Twitter links. I don't like that platform at all, and honestly, I'm not too active on Twitter and stuff like that. And I think it's called X right now. Yeah, I refuse to call it X. I know that. I just refuse to call that because Twitter is, in my opinion, a way better name, and Elon is crazy. Okay, I should not be saying all of this, but yeah, it's what, 2:44 and I haven't had sleep and my voice is cracking, so yeah, I am making this because I thought if I don't make this now, then I'll never make this video and there'll never be a start for me making videos. And so yeah, that's about it, I guess. Ooh, I've got glasses. I don't think I've ever shared that. No. Well, this is my first video with glasses. Oh, and I just realized there's a ring light shining into my eyes, and yeah, bad idea. You could have. I mean, I don't really care. As long as you can hear my voice and see the screen, I don't really care. It's all good. So, yeah, until next time, live long and prosper.